So your online match ends in defeat, and there are 5 players on the team. 5 players sat in 5 different living rooms. But all 5 of these players are thinking the exact same thing. I can't believe that my teammates just lost me this game. It's the same match. All 5 of those people are going to be certain that one of the other 4 people were at fault. But here's the problem. If you ask anyone on a losing team what percentage of that loss was their fault, and you add up the entire team's total, it won't make 100. Which quite clearly means that somebody is wrong about themselves, and they have no idea that they're wrong. There is an old poker saying, if you're looking around the table and you can't spot the sucker, it's probably you. But there is actually a well-documented reason as to why your brain does this, and when I say one, I actually mean 2. And that's when we get into something called self-serving bias. So the way that it works is, you win the game, I carried everyone. You lose the game, my teammates threw it. It's the same brain, but it's 2 different rule books. This isn't just a some people thing. This has been well documented across dozens of studies and thousands of people taking part in these studies. Players would take the credit for the wins, but when it came to a loss, it could be the ref, it could be the weather, and everything in between, but just not them. You see, the lazy answers to why we do this is just to say, well, maybe it's just an ego problem. But if it was just ego, you would probably be aware that you were doing it. And for the most part, people aren't aware that they're doing this. Which means that it's actually something much sneakier than ego. And it all comes down to actually what you can physically see. What I want you to do is I just want you to think about what you actually experience when you're playing an online game. Your teammate could mess up, for example. You can see that, you can see it clearly. But if you mess up, you don't really see a mistake. You feel a reason as to, oh, this is why this happened. Maybe I had bad ping, maybe it's just been a long day and I'm a bit tired, I was distracted. Or, oh, I can normally do that 9 times out of 10, it was just a one-off, and it's not really a big deal. You have the inside information on your excuses, but you have no information on their excuses. I can give you quite a clean example of this. So if you go to any couple that live together and you ask them, how much of the housework do you do as a percentage? That one of them will give you one number, one of them will give you another number. The total number that you get from that as a percentage is more likely than not going to exceed 100%. But the reality is you can't do 120% of the housework. So in someone's mind, that number has been inflated drastically. And if you do live with someone, then you've probably heard the phrase, I do everything around here, or you may have even said, I do everything around here. And the reality is, if both of you believe that to be true, there is a discrepancy somewhere that comes from this exact bias. Let's just say you got this far in the video and you think that you're the self-aware exemption to this rule. I've got 4 words for you. Think about other drivers. Assuming you can drive. Let's face it, everyone thinks they're a good driver. And I don't think I've ever been in a car and not experienced some form of road rage, whether it's someone sitting in traffic, whether it's someone wanting someone to go faster, someone's going too slow, someone's not turning quite right, someone's not doing this, someone's not doing that. There's always a huge amount of criticism that you can see as a driver, but you can't see yourself. Everyone can't be above average, because that's not how averages work. And over 90% of people rate themselves above average and a good driver. Think about a time where you've had to brake late. There's probably been a reason for that. But if someone else brakes late, all hell lets loose. Every single driver is a hero in their own commute, and they're just a random NPC in someone else's, and that includes you. Now this is the part where I'm actually going to incriminate myself just to prove a point, because I've actually been convicted with this with footage. One of Rocket League's best and worst features in the game is that every single time you have a game, there is a replay system that you can save, you can go back and you can watch. No, you can watch replays from anyone's perspective within the Rocket League replay. So if there is any form of dispute as to something that went wrong, or you did this or I didn't do that, it's very, very easy to actually go back, watch it and understand it from the other person's perspective. And I have to say, I've been caught out with this more times than I would really like to admit. You're in the moment, you're playing a competitive game, you think that your teammate has done something wrong, and the next thing you know, they're saying all of the things that you've done wrong that you have no idea about, go back into the replay, watch it from their perspective, they're right. And when you're presented with hard evidence, video footage of you clearly doing something that you're not supposed to do, or something that you didn't even realize that you were doing, you have to just change your opinion of what the reality was. Even though I thought in the moment I didn't do anything wrong, by watching that video back, I had to then change my opinion on that, and I think it would be pretty mental if you didn't. But the good thing about things like replays is that you can take accountability of this, and actually for me, it was one of the best things for me because I was able to actually come out of these games, watch the replays, watch my mistakes in action, and learn from these mistakes and get up to the rank of Grand Champion just by being able to retroactively understand that I had made mistakes that I didn't even know that I'd made. It's simple really. If you've ever played, driven, or shared anything with another human being, you have been the frustrating person in someone's story. Someone could have loaded into their living room immediately after a game and gone, oh, that person's just cost me my rank and cost me the game. That person was you at some point, and the likelihood is you never knew. And the reason that you didn't know is because you are so focused on what you're doing that you're unable to really see it from what it looks like from an outside perspective. And I think it really just comes down to this. If you're not having fun while playing a game, maybe you shouldn't be playing the game. People just make mistakes. People are human. It's just a part of life. And I'm sure that there are a ton of mistakes that you've probably made and that you just had no idea that you've even made them. What I'd quite like for you to do is send this video to a teammate, and specifically think of the teammate who's cost you the most games. Who's held you back the most? Who has made the most mistakes? And obviously keep it friendly, but somewhere out there, someone is about to send you this video. And the funny thing is, neither you or them are going to believe that this video is about you. And it's not a bug in the way that people think. I mean, that's the whole point. So share the video, comment on the video, maybe even just drop the game below. Deep down, which one's been the biggest problem for you? For me, it's Rocket League and Apex. See ya.